G'day everybody, it's Sean of the Tech from Supertech Electronics, and today we're going to remove a Nissan Pathfinder sound system. The tools you will need is a plastic spudger and a Phillips head screwdriver and just a rag. Okay, let's get started. Now, Nissan clips, which hold most of this dashboard in, are notoriously very strong clips. So you will be experiencing that shortly. Okay, so we want, in this particular case, we'd like the car on but not running. So we're going to shift the gear shift out of the way so that we can get started. Now I'm going to use my plastic spudger to get under this little part here. Be careful not to force it against the screen. You don't want to scratch your screen. Okay, and that can just go aside for the time being. And notice that it does in fact hide a hidden screw underneath it. You'll need to remove that. Use a magnified screwdriver if you've got one so that you don't lose screws. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is remove this section here. And we're going to start by, actually, we might be able to just get it that way. Okay, that whole section will come out. And it will of course have an electrical connection. We've taken ours out. You'll need to push the button in and pull it out, and we'll put that aside for the time being as well. Okay, next part of this is we're going to take this top part out here, and it's held in with a few screws. Okay, so we've got the bottom a little bit loosey-goose. We're going to get the spudger in, and we're going to try and get the top loose as well. We seem to be making some progress. Okay, now that whole section will come out. We can just put that aside for the time being. Alrighty, we're now going to remove this bottom section here. We'll start with two screws that hold it in at the top. Notice that all our electrical cables are unplugged. We've done this before. And we're going to lift this part down. It's on clips as well. Okay, so when you fold it, there are two little clips. Once you fold it down, there is a cable in there you'll need to take out. It has a release lever, and now we can just put that aside for the time being as well. At this stage of the game, I'm just going to cover up some of the Duco so that we don't scratch anything. Okay, now we're going to remove this part here. Alrighty, so there are 4 screws at the top and 2 hidden screws under here. You'll need to remove those. Okay, this part will just come out. We'll put it aside for the time being. And now that we've got this part, all the screws are undone, we'll need to unplug all of these guys. Now, they are all keyed. You can't get them in the wrong spot. Push the button and pull it towards the front of the vehicle. Okay, now that we've unplugged it and we've removed our electrical connections, this part here is extremely important for the car to run. So you'll need to remove that from this section and just plug it back in, just so that your car continues to run while your stereo is away getting repaired. Once you've removed that white box and put it back in, you can send that stereo off to Supertech Electronics for repair. Alrighty, we've removed the 2 screws that hold the screen in, and that will come out. It's sort of pivoted on those guys there, and it is of course held in with some electrical connections. You'll need to push the center pin and pull it towards the front of the vehicle, and that unit is now ready to send off to Supertech Electronics for repair.